Hey guys, welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today we're doing more Learnable meta. It's been a few days since I last studied it, so maybe I'll have a little bit of a lapse in remembrance or memory, but hopefully we'll get straight into it and do well. Oh, I am moving. So, it's going to be the cross on the back of the white signs, and it's a square, I don't know, or a diamond. I don't know if that has any relevance, but I know that the cross is definitely South America. I actually think it's Colombia, but I'm not too sure. I mean, that's my best guess, to be honest. And it was correct. Let's go. 3K. So I don't know if that means it's Northern Colombia specifically. I actually haven't got Learnable meta on. Let me turn this on and I'll refresh. But that's a good start. Okay, number 2. This looks very EU, like extremely EU. Potentially Scandi. Maybe it's this power box that... Is it? We're in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm thinking Scandi, to be honest. I'm not too sure what exactly this will be. So it's Netherlands. I didn't actually see a car. But if you see a yellow license plate on the both front and back in Europe with a super flat landscape, it's likely Netherlands. Luxembourg always uses all yellow plates, but is much hillier. Denmark may have yellow plates for some commercial vehicles, so use other clues in architecture, bike lanes and surroundings to confirm it is the Netherlands. I just want to have another look at that, because I didn't even see a car. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure then, you have to move in Learnable meta on some of them. I thought it was exclusively no move, to be honest. But then I suppose you could just see this car. So I do have to remember to check out cars in the distance, if I can't find anything else, that is. Okay, so this is going to be Malaysia, because berhenti means stop. But there is a country, I think it was in my last Learnable meta video, there is a country that has a similar like stop sign, but it's definitely not Malaysian. But I think it was like Russia or something weird. I got it very wrong. Malaysia, just gonna go next to Kuala Lumpur. And that's good, yeah. Berhenti stop signs are exclusive to Malaysia. That one for some reason was really easy for me to remember. I don't actually know why. I suppose there's no other specific metas in this basics, at least, that is just for stop signs, so maybe that's why. We have an interesting bollard here. I'm going to guess that that is the meta here, which has 2 white circular reflectors and a little blue thing on the side and a white reflector. So I know the 2 white reflectors is Germany, but I don't know in this specific configuration. I'm not too sure, because I think I have been screwed by that before, but I'm going to go Germany, and it is Germany. So Germany uses these black and white bollards with white and light grey reflectors, so I couldn't even tell it was light grey. The reflector will be orange in bollards next to intersections. I did know that, actually. But also that can screw me up, because Czech Republic and Slovakia have the yellow reflectors. I'm trying to talk through the process so I can try and remember it as best I can. They sometimes have plates containing the road number and potentially other useful information. Many bollards also feature the blue attachment on the side. I didn't know that, so that's useful. Okay, let's move on. I think I have to move in some of these. So we have a red bollard. I don't know this one. So it's white with a red wraparound. Is this New Zealand? I know that there's something to do with a pole that looks like this, whether it's wraps all the way around, it's New Zealand, but I guess this one doesn't. So it's not New Zealand. But I don't know what it would be. Maybe it's Australia then. I'm gonna go Australia. Okay, that's Poland. I think I am right with the New Zealand thing, but it is if it wraps all the way around. But this has a white reflector, so. Polish bollards feature a red strip that wraps around the entire bollard. It doesn't though, because there's a little white bit in the middle, but all right. With a red reflector on the front, sometimes hard to see, and white reflector on the back, may also have numbers on it. Okay, so I don't think I've had that one before, so that's good to see that I'm getting some new ones, even still. Let me just see, how many total things are there? 730 locations. So presumably they're not all specific metas, but that means there should be quite a few I haven't seen. Okay, so very, very flat desert looking landscape with a white pickup truck. Sun is in the east, so that's not useful. So in my mind, this could be Australia. This could be Northern Africa or like this region. I think I'm likely to go Kenya. It was Senegal. So when I started GeoGuessr, it seemed to always be Senegal when it was in Africa. I don't know if that's because of the league system or what, but I haven't actually had it there in quite a while. And now it does make sense, to be fair, thinking about it. All of Gen 4 coverage in Senegal was taken using the pickup truck. It's mostly silver/white, rarely black. So I didn't know it could be black in Senegal. If you're driving on the right side in Africa, you will see this pickup truck and it should be in Senegal. So I didn't even check the side of the road. I need to start doing that because it is quite crucial. But anyway, sometimes the car will be fully blurred out. So check around to learn how Senegal looks. I mean, a lot of countries do look like that. So Kenya, South Africa can look like that. I think even Botswana can look like that, in my opinion. Sometimes Oman kind of looks like that. There probably are differences that I'm just not good enough to work out. But either way, you can find a similar car in Nigeria, but you'll usually have a police escort, yeah. And Kenya, they drive on the left side. So that's how to differentiate. So I need to start checking that. I'm going to start doing it from now on. But it's hard to tell without moving, especially. Okay, so we have a roof rack with both mirrors showing. I should know this one, but I do tend to forget. And the sun is in the south. So this is Northern Hemisphere. I can't remember. I'm going to go Kyrgyzstan because I know it can be one of these. Actually, I'm going to go Mongolia. How can it be more wrong? Oh, it's Guatemala. Yes, I should have known that. Yeah, it was the hemisphere that kind of tricked me because I was thinking South America, but then it was obviously Northern Hemisphere, but then there is Guatemala. This grey street view car with visible roof rack and mirrors is unique to Guatemala. Don't confuse it with the Dominican Republic car with black stripes on the roof rack or the Curacao car with the black front. Similar car can be found in Laos. Always check the surroundings. It did look pretty like American, or I don't know what you call it. Is it Central American around here? Or is that still North America? I suppose it's Northern Hemisphere, so I don't know. That's a 0 pointer, damn. Okay, so maximum is gonna be Canada. And it is near Ottawa. So yeah, with the maximum, it is Canada. I get this one wrong a lot during duels, so I need to do some studying on that one just to try and remember it. Single yellow line, driving on the right. I'm going to be cheeky and look at the signs. Route 330. This looks like it's going to be Canada again. Whoa. Ah, it was the checkerboard sign. I didn't see the sign. Again, this is going to be one where I had to move because the sign is presumably up here, right? Yes, so I'm trying to do no move, but it's clearly not working. This diamond-shaped T intersection checkerboard sign is unique to Canada. Yeah, I did know that one. I've seen it quite a few times. Extremely red dirt. A weird pickup truck. Is white though, it seems, or potentially black there. I'm just going to look at the sign. Yeah, kilometers. I'm thinking I'm going to go Senegal. It looks very similar to the one we had not long ago. This was Nigeria. I didn't check for the police car. That's annoying. In Nigeria, street view coverage often includes a police escort car visible behind the street view car. However, it may sometimes be missing, so don't rule out Nigeria if you don't see it. So I need to start looking for side of the road I'm driving on, follow car, signs that are in the distance. Okay, let me be a little bit more thorough with these ones. This is going to be South America. Follow motorbike, maybe. I'm not too sure. It's going to be the red, white and green here, so should be Mexico realistically. Why have they got red, white and green in Colombia? All right. In South America, yellow license plates are almost exclusive to Colombia. Commercial vehicles in Colombia may have white plates. I didn't even see a car though. There's no license plate even there. There it is, yellow. I suppose I should have seen that, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. So we have concrete poles that are like square with white and red boots. Looking down at the car, we have a roof rack actually. So is this potentially Guatemala? Looks like it could be. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully I'm not wrong. It was the Dominican Republic one. So I did notice that the black lines were a bit thicker on this one compared to the Guatemala one. So maybe that's the difference. I need to read this. I think this might be one of the first times at least that I've had this meta. A street view car with a white front, roof rack filled with thick black rubber stripes. Yes, it's exclusive to Dominican Republic. Only in Santo Domingo and the northern city of Santiago de los Caballeros. Let's have a look. So it's up here or down here. Okay. With this landscape, similar cars can be found in Guatemala and Curacao, but they lack the thick stripes. Okay. I'm sure I can try my best to remember that. Okay, so we have the Polish pole. Doesn't wrap all the way around, but it has the white reflector. That's pretty useful. I'm just going to go central. And it was slightly northern. That's big. I've learned that one now, or somewhat. It does make it kind of difficult. In an actual duel, if you see the bollard, it can be useful, but most of the time I'm not thorough enough to find them. But I suppose if it helps 1 in every 10 or something, it is worth it, you know. So that's just South Korea. Based on the text, that's going to be South Korean. I am going to look around. It looks like it could be Japanese, but with that text, it's going to be South Korea, right? Yeah. So that script to me is distinctive, and I don't really need to study it. It's more like Taiwan I need to look at, and India versus Sri Lanka, and Thailand, and then Indonesian. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with my knowledge of South Korean text, I suppose. Okay. See, now this text does look slightly different. I'm not certain this is going to be South Korea. It almost looks like Japanese. But then that text looks peculiar. I am just going to zoom in on Japan, because I think it's northern Japan that has this kind of text. Maybe not. Let me check Taiwan. Yeah, that's looking like more like Taiwan. It was actually South Korea again. After I gave that whole spiel about me knowing South Korean text, I overthought it. It also gave me Korean text back to back. That's interesting. That's pretty poor, 12k. All right, I'm gonna get one more in, and I'm actually gonna try this time. Not that I wasn't trying, but I'm gonna look better. So we've got Spanish. Is it potentially these poles with the yellow top? I'm thinking Mexico again. Sounds in the east, that's not very useful. I'm gonna check for license plates. Well, there's no license plate even on there. So a lot of these countries don't have license plates on the back, right? So when it's saying Colombia has, when it's saying Colombia has 2 yellow plates, a lot of them just won't have the back plate, right? So you'll never know. See, that's a unique plate. It's got like green or turquoise at the top. I feel like I should know that. It's kind of English. Hamburguesa. I'm thinking just like southern Mexico, to be honest. And it'll be in that ballpark of like, it could be Guatemala or one of those, you know. Let me check the car. To me, it looks like we're driving on the left, which is quite weird. Let's check the text. Playa Venal, San Francisco. So we're going to be northern Mexico, right? I actually think there's a San Francisco down here somewhere, right? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure Bolivia or one of these has a San Francisco, but I'm gonna go Mexico. Ah, it was Panama. The car was blurred out, man. How are you gonna give me a meta I can't even work out? If you feel like you're in Latin America and the coverage was taken with a pickup truck with an antenna in the middle, you're most likely in Panama. The antenna will almost always be visible. Ah, okay. So I didn't even see the antenna. Is that the antenna? I can't see an antenna. It is that little black stub. Anyway, 1,400 points. That's not great, to be fair. Okay, so I've got to look out for antennas now. This car is fully blurred. There's no use here. I'd be inclined to say this is Sri Lanka based on the text, but as I said previously, I struggle knowing Thai versus India versus Sri Lanka, you know. This does look like Sri Lanka though. I'm just going to go for it because I feel like the more time I spend is not necessarily better. That was Cambodia? Damn. Throughout the country, you can find distinct blue signs of the Cambodian People's Party. These signs occasionally feature the likeness of major party politicians, usually three men side by side. So I didn't see that. Is that visible from here? I mean, there's a blue sign. I don't know if they're referring to that. There's a lot of blue signs. Okay, that's an interesting matter. I don't think I've seen before. Whoa, this is an interesting location for sure. Sun is in the south, so we're northern hemisphere. This feels like I'm not gonna be able to work it out, but I'm thinking it's NA, like Grand Canyon vibes, but I don't even know where the Grand Canyon is, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, there's nothing here that I'm gonna know, so I think best bet is just go in like Arizona. It was Jordan? Oh man, I said I was going to take my time and really work these ones out, and they've given me difficult ones, or ones I don't know at least. While driving on the right side, yellow outer lines with white middle lines are commonly found in Jordan, Israel and UAE. The black back of the Google car without an antenna can help you confirm it is Jordan 100%. So I couldn't even tell that the back of that car was black. I almost was going to say it looks like silver or white, but okay, I'll take your word for it. I got 1 point there, that's huge. Okay, another one I don't know. So we're going to be EU, and we have white bollards with little red reflectors. I'm trying to recall where exactly that is. I'm thinking it's Netherlands or Austria. I think it's Austria. It's Turkey! Ah! I definitely should have known that one. I've had this so many times and I get it wrong every single time. Oh yeah, there's the New Zealand one. So it doesn't wrap around the whole way. I think the clue was if you can hug it all the way around, it's New Zealand, because you can hug New Zealand all the way around or something like that. Turkish bollards are white and rectangular with the red reflector on the front, making them quite unique. Similar bollards exist in Romania but are very rare. Australian bollards typically have a reflector on the back and a slightly different design. Also, they drive on the left in Australia and New Zealand. Okay, I'll try my best to remember that. So, these have got to be Aussie ones, right? Because it's red and grey on the back. I literally just read it, so yes. That's a weird location in Australia. Normally it tends to be like along here or over in Perth sometimes. So yeah, some position, landscape, or vegetation. That's going to be a terrible score for my last one. Oh man. All right. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a bit of a struggle one today, but if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. I'm trying to push out as much as I can and make enjoyable videos. I've been Level Up Luke. Peace.